2 times because we back. Ladies and gentlemen, back again for Bigg Talk. It's your boy B-I-double-G on the mics with my main man Abe.
What's good?
Man, we are back in action and there is a ton to talk about. Like, I mean, the people have just been missing my voice. I mean, they can't get it out of their head.
Hey, man, we missed you, man. Everybody missed you.
It's definitely good that we're on Spotify, man. Go check out the episodes. You know what it is. Link in the descriptions. But we're still going to be rocking with our YouTube gang.
Yeah,
you know, we need people to blow up the comments. We need people to let us know what they think about all the crazy shit that's going on that we done missed. Yeah. And I'm just sad we couldn't have an episode on Bobby Day.
Bobby Day, yeah.
You know,
our boy Bobby Shmurda, he's back.
Yo, and it's been 7 years since his last hit.
Yeah, it's been 7 years since his hat went up in the air. Just never returned.
That is the most legendary part about it, man. You know, you just gotta remember that. The moment he threw that hat up and went to jail, it's coming back down to earth, man. The memes, the videos, the spoofs, bro.
Yeah, like you seen the Marvel ones?
Cracking me up, bro. I was having to go, the Marvel ones.
Yeah.
Thor's hammer, Mjolnir, it's kind of powerful. With that New York Knicks hat, though, put Thanos on his ass.
Yeah.
Real talk. Man, and he's not the only artist who needs to come out with some new music now. You said Drake came out with how many new songs?
Drake came out like 3 songs. It's called Scary Hours. It was Scary Hours, 3 songs on it. It was like What's Next, my personal favorite. Another song, and then there was another song called Lemon Pepper Wings.
Oh yeah, no, I've heard that one. Yeah,
right?
yeah. Okay,
yeah, it was with Rick Ross. Yeah, it was pretty fire. Got lots of play. He had a cool music video as always. You know what I'm saying? But
it's been a minute, and I didn't even realize it until you said it. That man, it's been a minute since we've had somebody come out with a new album or new music, and we've been like, "Oh yeah, like I'm hyped for this. I'm hyped for this." But I would tell you, like I've not heard a new song from him, and like I said, since he went to jail.
Yeah.
But I am ultra excited because I've seen him in the studio in the videos. I've seen him talking about it. He's got some new stuff up his sleeve, and I'm just like, I remember back in the day. It was Bobby that just like when you listen to Bobby, you and your boys were just Bobby bitch. You were just in the car just straight getting ultra crump and it was like not even the best lyrics, not the best nothing. It kind of reminds me of 6ix9ine, bro.
The energy,
the energy. 6ix9ine is like you can hate on him all you want. He's a snitch, whatever. But when you listen to his bangers, and you're like stupid, like you just you get it, bro, right? He been wilding lately too.
Yeah, 6ix9ine. Have you been seeing that stuff he's been saying about King Von? Like rest in piss. Like it's fucked up.
That's wild because that's somebody who's got some real hitters with him that ain't playing. Like we talked about him on the podcast.
Yeah. So I personally don't really rock. I honestly unfollowed him off Instagram because I just don't really care for the antics anymore. Like at first it was funny, but then it kind of just got like.
Too much.
Yeah. So I don't really follow him.
It was just like a point, and they were like, "Oh, like you gotta stay relevant." That's what he's just trying to stay relevant. And then when he responded like, "I'm always relevant." I stayed off to. He said, "Oh, I gained a bunch of weight, so I stayed off to like lose weight and do this and that."
And he got tatted, a bunch of new tats. He basically colored himself in. He looks even more like a cartoon character now.
And he was like, "Damn!" And I came back for 10 seconds. Y'all already commented on my stuff, so that tells you how relevant I am. And he's not lying. Like. He was telling them boys, the truth. And I still follow him because I feel like I miss out. I feel like if I don't follow him and I don't like see the post when it comes out, I'm gonna hear about it 15 minutes later.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see the screenshots. I might as well watch it.
Very true. Yeah. So he's been wilding out, but speaking of wilding out,
Texas, boy,
Texas is it said fuck it. They ready to wild out.
100% open, mass restaurant, bars, normal time, all that. And we thought we was bugging in Miami where you could go till 12 and you can drink. I just went to Kansas the last couple of days, and they were pretty chill with everything. Not as many people out, but they were still open and stuff was still going on. But Texas,
yeah, they're open. Like, what do you think? Do you think that's irresponsible move, and you think it'll like basically move us further back into and extend the pandemic, or do you think Corona's over now that we got vaccines? Now that we got, people got antibodies. Like, what do you think?
Well, I think the vaccine, antibodies, like all that, it changes the territory. It doesn't stop it. Every year you go get a flu shot, right? Flu ain't going away.
Right.
Just because you get a flu shot, just because there are vaccine ways to whatever, it's not going away. The coronavirus will forever now be something to happen. Somebody will lose their taste 4 years from now, and they'll be like, "Oh man, well, you might have the coronavirus. Let me check and see. Oh yeah, you do. Here's your meds. Like, go take care of it." It's never going away now. It's here. You know what I'm saying? It's there. I don't think I think the pandemic is what people really need to realize. Like, it needs to come to an end eventually.
Right.
I'm not saying immediately. I'm not saying it won't set us back and more people won't get it if we stop. But I'm just saying, technically, eventually you're going to have to stop, unless this is just going to be how life is now. And nobody in America is down for that.
I mean, the economy just needs to get back running. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's time to open up the cities again. Like, I'm tired of seeing Charlotte, like, dead. Like, I want to see the city alive. Like, I don't know. I'm kind of over this pandemic. I'm like, screw it. Let's get these antibodies. What's up?
Yeah, I'm not saying that, like, it's not real. Like, some people are like, oh, we are out because it's not real and this and that. Like, come on, like, guys, at this point you've either accepted it or you've got some issues, obviously, but it's just about how you deal with it now. At this point, it's like, do you face it head on, or are we going to keep staying back? And Texas said, fuck you, we'll lead the way if nobody else will.
Right. I'm surprised Florida wasn't first, but you know what I'm saying?
I'm really surprised Florida was. That was actually my first thought. When I heard that Texas was 100% open, I expected Florida to say, hold my beer and start, like, allowing immigrants in or something, like, something extra, like, oh, yeah, you think that's good. All right, Texas, we got you. We got one for you. Hold my beer. Like,
right. Nah.
But the governor in Texas, man, he had everybody cheering at the press conference. Like, I know some of my boys, live out in Texas, and they're all hyped. They're like, oh, yeah, 100% open. They've been out all weekend. Like, don't it feel great? And I'm like, damn, like, kind of jealous, kind of at the same time. Like, we'll see how jealous we are in a couple weeks.
Right. We're just going to be, the rest of America is watching.
We're going to peep y'all, Texas.
Twitter was so pissed. Twitter was upset at Texas for being open.
They were going in?
Yeah, but, like, I mean, sometimes I feel like what I've noticed is sometimes you'll see waves of people talking on Twitter, but it doesn't translate to real life people, like, feeling the same way as much.
Right. Oh, because some things were just funny, because I did see some really funny ones about Texas. Yeah, I saw some really funny ones, like, people in Texas in a couple of days, and it was like somebody just, like, rolling on the floor. And it was like, bro, like, not having masks for 3 days isn't going to change that much. But it was still a funny meme. Like,
yeah.
It was still hilarious. I'll take a trip to Texas. What you doing next week, Abe? You know what I'm saying? Sure,
free, right?
Might have to, check the Rolex real quick, see what time it is.
Hopefully it doesn't push the pandemic further back, because I'm tired of this shit. I'm ready to, like, turn up this summer. I'm getting my fucking nutrition right. I'm trying to get right. Enjoy the summer.
Gym, bro. Yeah. Like I've been really thinking about this because at the beginning of the year, everybody sets their goals, right? But then I feel like every 3 months you've got to readjust and, like, figure out which of your goals. I'm not gonna say it's still feasible, but which ones did you realize you didn't want that bad, And you get into the new year, and there's one thing that I realized I didn't want that bad, actually, and that was to a lot of my abroad trips that I planned, like, in my head. I just, like, think about them now, and I'm like, damn, like, I really want to find the happy medium between, like, oh, like, I want to go to Germany, I want to go to Japan, I want to go here, and, like, go somewhere where I can, like, have fun and, like, not spend as much money, to be able to do more and spend less type.
Yeah, do more, spend less, yeah.
So I feel like this trip we're planning in a month to Utah, like, as we started to really plan it, as opposed to, like, say it out loud, oh, this will be fun, this will be that much. Me and him both realized, we're like, yeah, this trip looking kind of expensive. Not that I'm not going to go, YOLO, big, whatever, but it just seems like, damn, like, in the moment I was like, oh, yeah, like, $150 a day, that sounds great. And, really, when you think about things, you don't translate it to money, So I guess we just need more major projects, what I'm saying, to pay for.
Yeah. I guess for me, something, I think it's pretty similar. Like, I wanted to take a bunch of trips this year, but, like, the way, I don't know. It's so crazy. Like, I don't know. I've been researching, like, the stock market stuff, like, a lot lately. Stock market motherfuckers were up. The stock market was, so the economy was down, stock market was up. I wish I would have, studied the stock market, like, last year, so I could have been putting my capital in there
prepared,
now.
Yeah.
Because now is reverse. I don't know if you keep up with it all, but the stock market is going way down. There's just so many.
And I feel like people
dips.
need more ways to make money like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are looking to invest in stocks and push and pull and all this because they understand now we have more time, we're not doing as much. So it's not as much, I need money now to spend now. It's now, okay, I have this money. We're sitting here doing nothing. Let me, invest and then take it back and figure out what I'm doing and, all the different things going up and down. Like the whole thing with, like, Amazon and, Amazon stuff. They're delivering stuff. So you got to know, all right, it's the quarantine. Everybody's getting everything shipped to their door. Everybody's okay. So this is what's going to go up. This is what, like, anybody who invests in freaking hand sanitizer is a genius.
Yeah.
Because all of those companies just, at the beginning, now they're starting to level off and stuff. But could you imagine, like, selling toilet paper at the beginning, like, going to the store the week before the quarantine and stocking up with toilet paper and selling them in your front yard? Like, you'd make...
Yeah, would have made a killing.
You'd have made a killing.
Or you would have got killed. For
yeah.
The toilet paper.
Look, people were not playing at first. And it's crazy, bro, that was like 365 days ago. That was the beginning of March last year, bro.
Yeah, it's a pandemic anniversary.
Yo, for real. I remember being in Cali around this time, maybe like a week ago or a week ahead. I don't remember.
Yeah, spring break was exactly a year ago.
I was in Miami,
okay, yeah. Cali.
And
I was just looking up. I was just posting my Snap
A year
stories.
ago, we were like out on vacation. None of this was a thing, and then we came back the next week. And ever since on this podcast, at least 2 or 3 times a month, we're talking something about the pandemic, man. And soon, y'all are gonna stop hearing about it, and you're gonna miss me saying COVID and Corona, and now then I'm gonna drink a Corona and I'm gonna just laugh. I'm gonna look at it and laugh and be like, "Damn, bro, 2020."
At one point, remember, Corona was like they were going bankrupt because people were just like, "I don't want to buy Corona because the coronavirus."
So it's totally random, like. Has nothing to do with the brand, but man, it's been the topic of discussion, man. I can't wait to see what's next. I remember like a year ago, like when we were looking at topics, like that would come in every single week. It'd be something new. They come in how long to the vaccine, how long till it's done, masks up, everyone, all this stuff, no travel. And I'll tell you the funniest thing that I tell people about this quarantine, and everybody at work, shout out to Marcos, Gil, all the boys, there were no flights, right? Because I work for the airline, and we'd go into work, and I'd go in at 2:15, and I'd get off at 11:30. And you would go in, and there would be a flight. It would come in at, let's say, 3 o'clock. You would unload 2 bags and 2 passengers, and you would go sit in the break room and chill. And that flight would go out at 10:30. 9 o'clock, 10:30, whatever, that same flight. And that would be it for the day. You would be done. Yeah. One day, we finished 3 games of Monopoly.
Bro.
In one, like Monopoly, like full games, like bankrupt everybody type joint.
I was about to say, who the fuck finishes their game of Monopoly?
We finished games of Monopoly. That's how much time we had at work.
That's crazy.
Oh man, they used to let us have our tables together. Like, yeah, we finished 3 in one day. Now, granted, I'm a hustler, and I did finish one in like 2 hours. Put the brakes on them boys. I mean, I had hotels within the first 5 rounds. People didn't know what was going on. They kind of wised up after that. So the next 2 games were a little bit longer, but. Man, that's our 2020, man. That's how we're gonna take a toss back and be like, what was the highlight of your 2020?
I think the highlight of 2020 was like internal revelations. It's like not getting to travel, just not getting them to go out.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was more about just like realizing who was real, who wasn't, who was in your corner, who wasn't, who ended up being fake, who wasn't. I think at the very least 2020 showed that, because like if it would have happened, we would have never known, like, those weak links. And
certain people have gone in and out of your lives, man, and certain people, man, they still call you every week regardless of you being able to see them or nothing, and they're by your side texting you and you may not see them. But I mean, that to me like meant a lot, because I would seriously like call people at random, just like call to check in on you,
right? Or
because
text them.
Because for me, being alone was, oh man, I hated like being stuck in my house. Bronson had moved out. I was in that apartment by myself. I was always trying to keep entertained, and I just really think about it like, man, some people got to be feeling the same way, like hate being alone. Like, let me just reach out and talk to people, and you get people respond positive. Other people like, yo, why you bothering me? I'm trying to be alone. It's COVID. Don't talk to me. Like,
yeah.
You find out real quick, man. But we still had a good 2020, man. We still traveled. We still went on some trips.
Definitely did.
And not just travel. Like, man, we living on the lake this summer. Shout out to Rob and Adam and the boys. Like, all summer we were booling up. I mean, we had I gotta say, one of my highlights was going to New Orleans.
Word.
Man, going to New Orleans was a lot of fun. Me and Lake and Abby and Kato, we were there for a couple of days with Darian and somebody else came. Maybe it was, I don't know, but we had a good time down there. Might have got stuck in a swamp, story for another time.
Yeah.
But just it just felt like different. Sometimes when you leave Charlotte and you just like don't think about anything back at home,
It's
you
the
can just
best,
go.
yeah.
It's the best feeling. That's why we're always in Miami. Whoever's always hating on Miami, y'all can blow us.
Yo, this tweet, I saw this tweet, it kind of pissed me off, kind of like blew my mind a little bit. Someone was like, Miami is starting to feel a little bit like Myrtle Beach.
Oh.
Yo.
Oh.
Tell me that shit don't like hurt your soul to hear that shit.
My heart. I think after you actually turn 21, that's when Myrtle Beach becomes trash. Right?
Yeah,
like when you actually can start going to the bars and you're like, oh, I can finally go to Myrtle Beach, vibe out of the bar and do this and that, and you actually go and it's like, damn, I feel like I'm like in Lexington or some shit. Like I feel like I'm in like the sticks. Like even though I'm at the beach and it used to be so awesome to get away and go to the beach and then like you go party on the beach and it's like rednecky and not fun. It's like damn, like. And then you go to Miami and it's the babes and the drinks and the nice cars and it's
Latin
like
vibes.
Latin vibes. I feel Hispanic every time I go. Every time I go, I think I earn like my non-gringo card.
I feel like you lose a button on your shirt every time you come.
Every time a button has to come undone, the fashion gets better. I think I do buy clothes every time they go. I don't think I've ever bought clothes to go to Myrtle Beach. So whoever said that, fuck you.
Yeah. So
straight like that. You're canceled. Cancel culture. We're canceling you. Did you hear the best part of maybe the last couple weeks is that Gen Z was trying to cancel Eminem?
Yeah, I saw that. Like, yo, y'all are late. Like, he's been like doing cancel type shit since y'all was like in the fucking.
Somebody was like, "Damn, like, don't nobody tell Eminem that. He probably doesn't follow y'all idiots on TikTok, but if he did, he put out a diss album for the whole generation. All y'all just be jumping off of bridges."
Right.
I was like, oh my god. I mean, they were going in on him, and he didn't even have to defend himself because everybody above the age of 20 was like,
"Yeah, you're
like, all right, bro, like,
trying.
Come on, like." That's not right. Like, if you ever want to say something bad about Eminem, just remember, Machine Gun Kelly got bodied. You can too.
That's like trying to cancel culture Osama bin Laden. Like, he don't give a fuck. He's in his cave. Like,
but like, he ain't worried about you.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. But it's crazy. Like, what celebrities be up to. Like what they be doing. Like the deals they be making. Who they be hanging out with. And there's Eminem, who just every once in a while just emerges from his door, drops some heat in somebody's lap, shoots another person, and then closes the door again.
And smacks
somebody's mom. like that, just like, I'm going to come out to like put the work on somebody, drop some fire heat, and then back in my door. Goodbye.
Yeah, they definitely tried it, but they just...
Like, you don't see paparazzi. I don't think paparazzi even want to follow him. They don't want to get roasted, bro. Like,
yeah.
It's a problem, man. And you know what? Speaking of Gen Z, this is what's going to bring up a hypothetical of the day. Man, do we have a good one for y'all. Yes. Let me tell y'all. All right, so we saw this snap or this image, and I'm going to put it up on the screen. And it's the age-old choice, the blue pill or the red pill. The red pill, you get to restart your life right now with all the knowledge you have at the age of 10.
10 years old. Okay.
10 years old.
Timmy turn age, okay.
And if you take the blue pill, you jump, boom. You jump to 45 years old.
Okay.
But you have $50 million.
50 or 150?
Just for, let's say, 100 mil.
100 mil.
Let's say 100. 100 mil and you're 45. Or all the knowledge you have, everything you know, all your experiences, in a 10-year-old body.
Do I have my same mind?
Yeah, your same mind. Your same mind.
So,
you're just in a 10-year-old body. You're a 10-year-old.
No. What if when I go to 45, do I have the mind of mine right now at 25, or?
I would assume. Yeah. I would assume it's the same deal.
So I have a 25-year-old mind in a 45-year-old body.
I would assume so.
Interesting. I think I want to go down to 10 years old with what I know now, and you know what I'm saying, just like start all over and do it right the first way.
And I say that all the time, but I just remember, I would definitely choose 10 years old, but I also remember being in high school and being in middle school and just remembering how easy life was.
Yeah, you didn't have to worry about
and
groceries,
how complacent
bills.
You would get. I think you would get complacent. I think you would. And you would have to keep your mind focused on the fact that, man, if I do a little extra now, I would start grinding at 10. Just like Vic was saying, I'll be the candy guy now. I'll be stacking chips, getting it all together. As soon as I
Yeah.
turned 16, boom, I'd have a job, but I'd have the right job that'll lead to my next job. Going into college, you know what I'm saying? I'd study hard for once. I'd be working out OD. I'd probably be in the league, boys. I ain't gonna cap, you're 10 years old, so man, if I just eat right and do this now,
I
like,
would have stayed on the soccer team.
you'd be a monster at sports. Your mind would be ahead of all the kids. You'd be studying in school, but you could also, like, while you have that extra time, like, learn all the stuff you wish you had learned before.
Right.
Learn to work on cars, learn to look on phones, whatever, man. Just get all that knowledge that, like, some people gain, but you wish you had while you were that young.
Right.
And by the time we got to 20, I'll be knocking on your door, dab you up. Hello, good sir. You don't know me, but you should. And you'd be like, oh, I do know you. And we'd be in action.
Right. You get that 100 mil.
By the time we're 25.
Right.
I do think there's a beauty in, like, skipping all the grind parts of the year. So say I'm 24, so that's 21 years from now, right?
Mm-hmm.
21 years from now, man, we will have put in a lot of work, a lot of time working, grinding, coming up with content, ideas, good times, bad times. You get to skip all that and get to a point in your life where now it's time to enjoy the fruits of your labor.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But people say that, but damn, I'd love to enjoy them right now.
No, right.
People always say, oh, that's for when you're grown. And you're like, damn, but, like, if I can finesse it right now, why not? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've done some stuff that I know some grown people are still waiting to do.
Right.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And in the end, it's like, what's more valuable to you, the experience of the time? Because, like, some things I've done in my life have put me a little bit behind, a little bit off track. I'm not going to say they haven't. But I never regret them.
Right. I mean,
I've done some crazy stuff that, like, I have stories to tell for days. Like, I'm a 45-year-old man already.
Right. I feel like I've definitely lived my life. I've compacted a lot of experience and fun that, like, grown people, they just skipped out on. They just didn't do it.
The stuff that I know some people our age have skipped out on so far and, like, not going with the opportunity. And I'm like, look, I understand getting ahead and I understand, like, being responsible, but I know some people who are doing both.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I know some friends who graduated, got the doctorate, but they've done some crazy shit with me. Not everybody can stay on track. I didn't, but, we're getting back on track now, right? So, like, I don't know. By the time I'm 45, we probably will have 100 mil. But if I was 10, I definitely have that shit by the time I'm 25. No cap.
So,
with this knowledge right now, 10 years old, I'm going to have to go with the red pill, boys.
Looks like we chose red pill. Red pill wins.
Man, y'all definitely drop in the comments what you would do. Make sure you give a little description, of, like, what you would change if you were 10. But if you're not in the comments, it better be because you listened to the episode on Spotify. Go check us out. Links in the description. New projects coming soon. It's been Bigg Talk, baby. We out. Peace.